What's up, guys? It's your boy Anime Boom, and I am back for another video in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love this show. These characters are just so incredible. You got Aang, Zuko, Toph, Sokka, Katara. Great characters. They have such mature storylines dealing with loss, abuse, all of it, genocide, crazy stuff, and it's a kid show. And one of the things I think they handle so well are the relationships in the show. It's no cringe dialogue, over dramatic scenes where the characters are just yelling at each other like you cheated on me and all of that. It's none of that. And these are kid characters. They could actually probably get away with that type of stuff, the cringe talking and all of that. But they talk like straight up adults. The relationships in the show they just do are so good, like May and Zuko, and then you got all Sokka's relationships and stuff. Those are just great relationships I look back on. Sokka's relationships for sure are some of the best parts of the show. Him and Zuki was pretty great, but I think one of the best relationships in this show is Aang and Katara. How two friends just hang out, and Aang is a good kid, and then they eventually end up together, make a family, and all of that. And that goes all the way to Korra and stuff. I just love their relationship. Some people don't like it, some people do like it. I'm on the side of I do like it. But recently, we just got the casting for Aang and Katara in the live action, and people are going crazy in a bad way. Like, people are saying, we might not get that. We might not get that relationship in the show. So let's get right into it. We about to talk about it. Why I think we might not get Aang and Katara's relationship in the live action Netflix series. Okay, let's start it off in the show. So, in the cartoon, from what I remember, Katara was a little bit older than Aang, but they was around the same age. You got that, like, oh, that's cute. Like, that's a cute relationship. Some people thought it was some people didn't like it. Some people did like it. I think overall, most people liked it more than they hated it. Like, when people talk about the bad of Avatar: Last Airbender, nobody really comes at that. They some people don't like Katara, and some people just don't like their relationship, and some people say she should have just got with Zuko because they both share like trauma, and they both lost their moms and all of that stuff, so they felt more of a connection with them. But I like their relation, Aang and Katara's relationship. I really can't explain why I like it. It was cute. They got together. They were good people that liked each other, and they got together. And they spent a lot of time together. And Aang was a good kid. So I think some people just want to force it. Like, oh, it's like a brother-sister relationship sometimes. Sometimes Aang, sometimes Aang pulled up. It wasn't no brother-sister relationship when he kissed Katara during the eclipse. It felt like it was actually like could be together. It wasn't none of that season 1 stuff, because season 1 it kind of was like that. So I like their relationship. I don't care what nobody really says. And the Cave of Two Lovers episode was a good love episode. Oh, that's kind of cute. So that's how I feel about their relationship in the cartoon show. It worked out pretty well. In the age in the show was fine. It wasn't no cringe scenes or nothing. Actually, it was one scene. It was like, oh gosh. I guess it was the scene where he was at the play and Aang was talking to Qatar. He was talking about like something was in the play true or not, like where how they showed it in the play. Is that how it really was? That was funny to me, but I also was like, oh, okay, whatever. It wasn't annoying. Maybe I was wrong. It ain't annoying, but it was just like, okay, whatever. So I like their relationship. I don't care what nobody says, and let's get into this live action because I have a lot to say about that. Okay, guys. I remember in 2018, they revealed that Avatar The Last Airbender was gonna get a live action TV series. And after that live action, the old one, I was like, oh gosh, here we go again. And it took us years to get the cast announcement for us to get something. And then we got the cast. I was wondering what the cast was gonna be like, what they was gonna look like. And I think all the cast members were cool. They all looked the part and it was cool. We just got the pictures recently and it was cool, but a big thing that was going around was the age difference between Aang and Katara. And the reason it's a big deal is because they're supposed to get together. Like that's the big end goal of the show. That's they get together at the end. That's the final scene of the original show. So for them to make the age difference so like big, it's like, oh man, they messed up. And the actor that plays Aang is 13, and the actor that plays Katara is 17. That's like a kid and a teenager. That's just kind of strange to me. So I don't know why they chose that, because they know fans like that's a lot of fans are gonna be mad about that they chose to do that. That's just a big gap. So I don't know how they're gonna do this, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel like they should do it. But yeah, that was a big difference between the original show because they're all around the same age. Zuko was a little bit older. He actually was like a teenager. Zula and Zuko were a little bit older. It felt like Zuko's crew, like Azula, Ty Lee, and them, was a little bit older, while Aang's group was a little bit younger. But they was all still around the same age, so big change. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's get right into it. And I think how I would do the relationship in the show, they probably should just do it at all, honestly. Like the age difference and the relationship was a big part of the show, but most of the show you just really didn't even care like that. It's not really that big of a deal. They probably should just leave it alone. It just will be weird knowing this lady is a straight up adult and Aang's actor is like a teenager and stuff. And Aang and Katara were really good friends. I would just love to see more of that stuff. We don't really see that like in the show like that. Just show us more of their friendship. And it ain't even got to be a relationship and stuff. The great part of that show is just the family and Team Avatar and all that stuff. So we can still have scenes of them arguing and all of that stuff. Still great scenes. We don't need to have them have a relationship. Not the biggest part of the show. So tell me how y'all feel about it. I know people will be like, oh man. Some people be like that, but it's just too much stuff messing it up. And I just don't know why they didn't pick an actor that was around the Katara's actor's age. That's just weird to me. And you could still have them get together in the future. Like they could just say they got together when they got older and stuff. It doesn't. We don't need to see that in the show. And then you still get Tenzin and all those characters. So tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Anime Boom Out, peace.